Spring training is underway, the buzz of a new season has begun, and 2024 Topps Series 1 is out and in our hands. Here's my detailed review, full of bold opinions, unsupported arrogance, and reckless predictions for the legacy of this set. Here it is. The design has been out for over a month now, but it's only been in the past 2 weeks or so that we've gotten the cards in hand. The design is sleek and relies heavily on the photography, which so far appears to be top-notch. I particularly like the use of neon to accent the border, and really like the small baseball diamond embedded with the team logo. Look at it compared to 2023. Where the entire bottom was consumed with the chunky and graphic-heavy feature that put the player's headshot, name, logo, team name, and position all together, with stars to accent. It always bothered me that the bottom left star floated further from the graphic than the bottom right star. All the cards were like this. The 2024 design relieves our eyes of that distracting chunkiness in favor of a transparent elegance, an easy-to-read name, and simple presentation of the logo. Looking back to 2021, which was a mess of quadrilateral chaos obscuring the pictures and forcing a comically small font for the players' names over a faint contrast, and 2022, which was a plain Jane war-era nurse's uniform of white, 2024 is downright pleasant to look at. Upon first look, many professional yappers out there in baseball card land began their blustery bickering about the color on the top edge and how it will never gem, with mindless comparisons to the 1971 set. A much better comparison would be 2015, when they had a similar gradient, only with the color running down to the bottom. 2015's gem rate was 66%, 2/3 of all submissions. So yeah, relax, Becky. You'll be fine. This is, after all, a bordered card. Topps went through a long period of full-bleed, borderless cards. 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020. The 2018 set, which famously has the Acuna rookie and Ohtani rookie, on a whole has a gem rate of 60%. A 60% gem rate on full-bleed cards. What's the problem here? 1971 Topps has a gem rate of 0.1%. 0.1. So anybody out there who is complaining about the border on 2024 cards should close their word hole and delete their accounts. They know not what they speak. But let's talk about the border anyway. It took me a while to really decide why I think the 2024 border looks wonky. It's two things, actually. First, the border is offset to the left. See how the neon runs down the outside of the picture on the left, but on the right side, it's inside the image frame. Okay, but then look at how the designers used a shadow on the right border. They acknowledge that the neon is a light source, and that the light is coming from the left, casting a shadow to the right. The problem is that it tricks the eye into seeing the image further to the left than it really is. It's an optical illusion that makes the card appear slightly off-center, even though it isn't. For all the centering debutantes out there who fall apart into fits of tears and relentless sobbing when a card appears even slightly off-center, this could really ruin their sense of purpose. I'm not too convinced about centering myself, so this doesn't bother me much, but I feel it slightly detracts from the overall elegant design. While I'm griping, I've got two other small complaints for you. First, the team logo is offset from the neon backing. I would have loved to have seen the neon dip just below the team name to make it easier to read. Second, the colors clash. Here, in the case of Harper, the blue of the team name is a much lighter blue than the blue of the helmet. Party foul. Same with Marsh. Same with Rojas. But look at the team card here. when they're all in their Thursday-only baby blue uniforms. That color matches, and it really pops. I admit that since teams now have so many jerseys, the designers can't keep up with all the color variations, but the color should match for full synthesis. Okay, on to the backs. There's a lot of white going on back here, but that's good because the back is for stats, not for X and Instagram advertisements. Get that out of here. For veterans like Harper, who have a lot of stats, we don't get any fun facts. And I really liked the fun facts from days of yore and no need to know when a player has a parakeet that can sing In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. For younger players like Brandon Marsh here, there's a lot of room for anecdotes. But Topps went for analytical bros this year instead. And that's a shame, because nutballs like Marsh no doubt have wild stories to share. Can you imagine? Brandon Marsh once donated a portion of his beard hair to an organization that makes eyelash replacements for former child beauty pageant stars whose natural lashes were torn out by helicopter mothers who wouldn't allow batting practice as their chosen competition talent. War is very much a standard now and has appeared regularly on cards since 2014. That's here to stay. For repeat viewers of my channel, and thanks to those who are, you know I like to see who gets even card numbers, as they indicate status amongst the lineups. Bryce Harper this year got card number 200, a lofty position indeed. Mike Schmidt was the last Philly with card 200 in 1986. Elite company. Zooming out, of the Phillies players featured in Series 1, all of them are actually on the team this year, which I very much appreciate. 2023 was a huge swing and a miss, with 4 Series 1 players who weren't on the team at all, and who were never going to be on the team in the first place. I'm still ticked off that Corey Knebel got a 2023 card. The 2024 team card does have Cody Clemens on it, but at least he's still in the system, although he will start the season in AAA and only come up if there's an injury. If that's the only flaw, I'll count that as a Series 1 win. Overall, the 2024 Topps designers did a nice job. It's a simple, elegant design that features great photography. It's colorful without complexity and beautiful without pretentiousness. I don't give a flying monkey's crap about what the gem rate might be, but I give many monkey craps about the players featured, and in that avenue, Topps hit a home run. 4 out of 5 stars from this critique de couture. Not my all-time favorite, which is still 1967, the quintessential study in minimalistic elegance. But this is close, and Topps' best effort of the decade thus far. Thanks for watching. With Series 1 out, there are cards galore. So we'll see you next time on Baseball Card Stories, Legends,